Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is a Black Manga Critic here. This is going to be the last video for tonight. I want to say because because Haikyuu is not back until Sunday. So, last video for tonight. Going to do other reactions later on tomorrow. Probably later, like tonight, like at night tomorrow. So look out for Vinland Saga, Basara, and Yona of the Dawn as well. I want to get back to Yona of the Dawn tomorrow, so look out for that. Busy. It is what it is. Just got something to eat, so I was just like chilling, watching some YouTube videos, that sort of thing. Just kind of resting. I had a day. It was nice, nasty outside. So, okay. Promise Neverland time, y'all. Promise Neverland time. Let's get into it. Chapter 155. Alright, it's gonna be a live reaction for that chapter for 155. Initial thoughts, the deal. And before I get into the chapter, once again, there's going to be a Hunter x Hunter stream on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Time. So look out for that. It's gonna be on Roger's Bases channel. So look out for that on Thursday. All right. I think King of Lightning is gonna be in there. Nux Taku and Brago and myself. All right. There's probably gonna be other folks in there too, I would assume. But that's the four that I know of for right now. So look out for that on Thursday. It should be really dope. I think we're gonna be like rating the arcs, amongst other things. So look out for that. Should be a really good combo. I'm looking forward to this. I want to see what folks think about Hunter x Hunter. Actually, I gotta set up a list for myself. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Promise Neverland time, y'all. All right. Boom, boom. The demons are just like wildly just running all over the place. They're getting shot up. We have to get out of here. Yeah, y'all gotta move. Dad, Mom. Ugh. Who is that, Don? We're done. We're not gonna let you kill anyone. Boom! Shots. But it's so difficult to stop them without killing them. There's too many. Although Aisha's not having Aisha's having no issues, and they regenerate so quickly. Yeah, they do. There's a new one. Mujika and Sungju's evil blood can return. I don't know why they keep calling it evil. That's interesting. Can return the degenerated demons back to their humanoid form. If it can nullify the poison too. But in this situation, how would we make them drink the blood? Sungju about to do his thing. Oh, wow. That's he cut his arm off. Wow, Sungju cut his arm off. This is the fastest way to find out. So, wow. Wow, he threw it into the demon's mouth. That's smart. He knew the demon would want to eat it. Boom. Whoa, okay, it's getting smaller, I think. Oh, wow. Okay, so it did work. Huh. It worked. And then he regenerated his arm. Wow. Dad. Thank you. Don't worry. Drinking this will return everyone to normal, and you will never degenerate again. Yes, we're okay. We're gonna contain this. That's why we're leaving Norman to you. Okay. Emma, Ray. Oh, that's why we're leaving Norman to you. Emma, Ray. Boss. Oof. That was wild. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's going on now. Oh, what happened? Yo, what just boom? What? Oh, his leg, his ooh, so slow. His leg. Oh, she ate that up. That's not good. Sislo, stay with us. That's not good. I don't know how they're gonna handle her now. Yo, look at her. I mean, the poison is still affecting her, I guess. Emma, put pressure there. Okay. Hey, something's not right. Yeah, what is going on? Oh, what the? What is that? She just like... Whoa. Oh, wow. She's trying to take in all those demons. All the dead folks and eat them. Wow. That's just disgusting. Just like... that like insatiable need to like eat others. Nasty. She's eating them. Watch out. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Oh boy. She's grabbing and eating everything she can get her hands on. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Even the corpses that are contaminated with the poison. It's getting bigger and bigger. And it's not just that. What is that? Is that also a demon? Wow. It's gone completely crazy. Are the cells losing control because of the poison and regeneration? What do? We can't leave her like this. I destroyed her core. Without a doubt, I confirmed it with my own eyes. Then she doesn't die even if you destroy her core? Or does the king or the royal family have multiple cores? Ugh. Yeah. The blood of the royal family is on a different level. Vincent, can you go ahead and take Sislo and everyone to the base? What about you? I'll stay with Zazzy. Once we take care of her, we'll immediately follow. Ugh, but if you do that, it's dangerous here. Please hurry. Yo, Norman's freaking out. Ugh. Ugh. Got it. Okay. Man, it's ridiculous. Huh. What is Emma gripping? Now what? Man. Hands coming at her. It's coming. Oh. Zazzy, good stuff. Emma. Ray. Norman. It's been a while. Huh? Whoa! No! What? What? Yo! Where did that come from, though? I cannot. Why? Damn you, Queen. Your Highness. Lord Gielan. Father. Mother. Wow. Emma, Ray, all the children. Oh, this is rough. No way. Could they be everyone she's eaten until now? Wow. That might be the most disgusting thing I've seen in the entire manga. This might be the most disgusting thing I've seen in the entire manga. It hits me at like a at a particular level. It makes me extremely uncomfortable. Like I gotta move on. Okay. I don't get it. What is happening? How am I supposed to deal with that? Yo, Norman is freaking out. Norman's like, what am I supposed to do with this? This is absurd. Like, it's absurd. Wow. Yo, look. Wow, this is ridiculous. And then she popped out of that? What? And now she has no face. That is creepy, man. Ooh. Chapter 155, and that is incredible. Yeah, that's so creepy. Ooh. Oh my goodness. The fact that she has no face, and then we got to see all the other faces. Incredibly creepy. That was a really good chapter. That was a really good chapter. I like that a lot. I like that chapter a lot. That was a good chapter. That's wow. Like, oh, that's a really good chapter. I mean, I'm still kind of like unsure about what's going on. I mean, I think like I have an idea, but I'm not sure. It feels like it's weird. Like I don't know. Like it seems like she's in this weird sort of like limbo-esque sort of space where like it doesn't look like she's connected to them anymore. It looks like she's come out of that faceless, and it seems like maybe this is like her like true form or something, like devoid of the identities of all of the other people that she's eaten. But she's eaten so many people. This is like the most disgusting thing. Like it's such a nasty representation of her like just gluttony, you know what I mean? It's wild. It's wild. A+ on up for Pasuka on this. This is dope. But like to see Crone, that was like very unnerving. The children, Yelin, all these other folks that have died, and that have been eaten by her. Wild. Wow, 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 wow. But I think what's great about where we are right now is that we're at a place where Emma, Ray, and Norman are like, I don't know what's going on. Like they've like it's like this is like the Emma, Norman, and Ray of like of Gracefield, right? Where like when they were at the Gracefield house and they didn't know what was going on and it was super confusing and that sort of thing. This is wild. I'm just glad Phil ain't there. If we saw Phil, oh, that would have been so devastating. I think if we saw Phil, I would have been heartbroken. Like I would have been heartbroken. That would have been really, really, really difficult. I don't think I could take that. I think I'd have to stop reading after that. That's how I feel about it. But man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, man. Yeah, it's just different. It's like this chapter is probably the best chapter that I've seen in like a while. There were like a few chapters that I thought were very good. Like I liked the chapter where Emma and Ray were going to meet the sort of like, you know, the sort of like mystical like leader of sort of like demon kind, I guess, if you want to call them that. That was great. I like what was happening there. This chapter I like because of just like the art. I think the art was great, and I think I just like the sort of like metaphor and work that's sort of working that's at work here. I think that's cool. But I know what you mean. Like for me, it was just like it's just too fast. Like it's like way too fast. I think like I understand like wanting to sort of like keep a certain pace so that you finish your manga at a certain set time. I get that, but I'm also just like it's too fast. Like they're just like it's just too much like happened like too quickly. And there are just little things that I think are they just need more depth. You know what I mean? It's like when you have like the poison, like the poison for the demons. You know, I love Phil. Phil's my guy. The thing is like, it's hard. Like when it comes to things like that, it's different. It's different when it comes to like whether you care about a character or not. Like when you're thinking about that in like its sort of like essence, that just is what it is. Like there are folks who are going to care about a character, and then there are going to be folks who will not care about a character. There are folks who like adore let's say like when it comes to like One Piece, there are folks who like do not care about Jinbei. Like they don't like Jinbei. They don't really care about him that much, like outside of his relevance to like the plot, right? But like I will stand Jinbei until I just will keep standing Jinbei. Like when I'm dead, I'm gonna keep standing Jinbei. Like it's just that's hard to explain. You know what I mean? But like there are folks that like they will like really like they will stand Akino. They really care about Akino. I just despise him. I'm just like I don't want to hear nothing about Akino. If he like died right now, and then wherever the narrative is, I would be like, all right, we good, we chilling. Like, it is what it is. So, you know, when it comes to that, like, if you look at the Promised Neverland poll, like, there were folks that that voted for, you know, characters that people didn't care about. You know, so you know, so like I think like with just people like with Phil, like I think like Phil was such a like just kind of like interesting character. Like at the beginning, we were just like, huh, what's going on with Phil? Why is he always staring at people? Like, you know, people were like, it just became like this thing. It became like this like Phil's kind of like a meme almost in some ways. And at this point, I think there are folks who care about Phil because of that, and then there are folks who are like, who just like in some ways like for me, like I teach children, I care about children, so like in a certain sense, like, so when I see like children that are clearly like in danger and I don't know what's happening to them as they're in like dealing with that danger, like I'm like my kid, like my like attachment to them like will go about like 300 times. So for me, I'm like, where is Phil? Like, and the other Gracefield children who are still like there, like I worry about them. But Phil is because like I know like I'm like Phil, like I know who Phil is, I know what he looks like. I know that he knows about all certain things that are going on outside of Gracefield House. So it's difficult. So like he's taken on the role that Don, Gilda, Emma, Norman, and Ray had taken over before they had told other folks in the house, other children in the house, of like what was really going on. So it's just like, man, it's intense. It's intense. You know, and like, so for me, like I think that's why I care about Phil. But I understand that folks are like Phil, whatever, you know, like I understand that. Like, that's fine with me. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's like trash because you know you don't like Phil. It's like, it's whatever, you know, it is what it is. Like, people, you know, people like the characters that they like in certain senses. You know, like in certain like instances, like when it comes to Phil, it is what it is. But that's kind of how it is with folks, I think. But yeah, to me, like, I think like the Promised Neverland, like when it was like, I think once it went past Goldie Pond, it just never got back the quality that it was at. I think that's when it just like it like, to me, it did take a nosedive. Like, it's still interesting to me. Like, I would say this. I would say that I think The Promised Neverland did take a bit of a nosedive, but I think to me, I'm always thinking about it in terms of like Food Wars. Like, Food Wars took such a nosedive after the Regiment de Cuisine. Like, after that, like even before that, even during that, it was kind of like, but like, it took such a nosedive after that. It was absurd. Like, the absurdity of that nosedive. Like, y'all. Like, it was sad because I was a stand for Food Wars. I love Food Wars. I loved reading Food Wars. You know what I mean? Like, I loved reading that like week in and week out, and I would react to it. Then it just got to a place where I was like, I cannot do this. Like, this is not it. This is not it for me. You know? So after the Regiment de Cuisine, I was like, I'm not reacting to these chapters. I'm sorry. Nah. You know what I mean? So like, so when I see Soma, if someone showed me Soma in an image, something like that, he's gonna end up being Kiki Palmer. All right, Soma's gonna end up being Kiki Palmer. I'm sorry, I have no idea who this man is. All right, you know what I mean? Sorry to this man. Like, the nosedives though, but the Promised Neverland to me is like, it's not as the nosedive isn't as bad as that. That's how I feel about it. But I know that others feel differently, and and to me, like, that makes sense. I think to me it's like, I know that I stand this series, and so like how I feel about it is just like, it's so biased in like the worst way. Like I would never like say The Promised Neverland is bad, but I would say, like, you know what I mean, like as a whole, but because I adore it that much. But I must say, there are points in The Promised Neverland's plot that are not very good. They are not very good. All right, like when they came up with the gun when they came up with the guns in Goldie Pond to break the mask, I was like, how'd that happen? Like, it was just, to me, that was like one of those signs where I was like, like it, you know. And I had said that much like when that happened, but like, you know, like I was like, what's going on here? Where is going to come from? What's the technology like? Like you need more of that. Like that's how you like build sort of like your story sort of space, like, and that's how you have people become more interested in that space and what's happening in that space. So that was like one of those like examples of like, nah, this ain't it. You know, Adam with the cure stuff, that's not it. The fact that we didn't get enough time with the regency, with the 5 regent families, and we didn't get to see them. We didn't get to see that sort of interaction between like the regent families and the houses and the farms and both and the different groups, right? And the different factions, like Norman's faction, and the Gracefield Children's faction. Like that bugged me. Like I think that's stuff that like I wanted to see much more of, and it should have been spaced out much more. You know, like that to me is like, those are like sort of like not great points when it comes to sort of like the Promised Neverland and the story. I understand that the pacing is fast. I think some people like that it's fast because they're just like, I just want to be able to read this quickly and like collect the volumes, which I get. But I'm also like, for me, it's like I love the Promised Neverland like as a story. Like I enjoy it, but will I say that like, oh, this is the best, this is one of the best, like this is like a top 5 Weekly Shonen Jump story like ever? I can't say that at this point. I couldn't do that because I think there's just so many other Shonen Jump stories that are just like as a whole better. But when it comes to loving the series and wanting to read the series and just like continue enjoying it, I'm gonna keep doing that. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, again, like, you know, like when like I get on One Piece, and I get on other certain like Weekly Shonen Jump mangas. Like when I'm talking about My Hero, I'm like, Horikoshi's gotta do more. He has to do more with the women. I know folks like, you know, have their opinions about that, but I'm like, something needs to be done, and he has to do it like very, 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 very soon, right? And when it comes to the Promised Neverland, the pacing is way too fast. We don't get enough time with certain factions in the ways that we should, and certain things are not explored enough. You know, it's like, no, to get like, you know, a few chapters of flashback and then move forward. I'm like, nah, we need more than that. I want to see like Gillen, like, you know, I want to see like how much Gillen like had to deal with him and all those types of things. Like I want to see more. I wanted to see more. I want that spread out. You know, there's just certain things that I really, really sort of wanted to see. You know, I think if we got like an arc, like if we got like a sort of like mini arc within the Goldie Pond and within the like Goldie Pond arc, where we just followed Yugo and Lucas and Luvis, right? And like we followed them and what was going on with that, and we got like a significant number of chapters. That would have made everything so much more poignant, and it already was, but I think to get that would have made it much more poignant. Like I think it would have been like, whoa, you know, like that's one of the things that One Piece is good at, like flashbacks and going backwards and putting in that and having that like just like absurd like levels of like pathos within that writing, within that flashback writing, so that when we move back to the present, we're like, Arlong, like we're mad at Arlong. We're not like, we're big mad at Arlong. You know what I mean? Before that, we're just like, this dude's like a jerk. But after, we're like, yo, this guy's a scumbag and he needs to die. Like we're like, get him out of here. You know what I mean? Like so at that point, right at the Arlong Park arc, before we get into like the Sun Pirates and Fisher Tiger and what was going on with that. So the Promised Neverland could do with that. The Promised Neverland, in that sense, right, in one sense, could take some notes from One Piece in that sense. And again, there are things that One Piece does very well. That's one of those things. So for me, the Promised Neverland could do something like that. And if it did those things consistently, it would be a lot higher on my list of like Weekly Shonen Jump series. But because it doesn't do that, and it's just like too fast and the pacing is too quick, like I can't. But Does that mean that I love The Promised Neverland any less? No, because I love it and I'm gonna stand it, and y'all already know what it is. All right. So, this chapter was very interesting. I want to see where it goes. I want to see where it goes. And I think I'm gonna end the stream here because it's like 24 minutes. Um, I I think again, Pasuka's art is always like clean. It's just great. It gets you. This one got me. Like seeing Crone, ugh, that creeped me out. You know, just like seeing her like being like sentient and like, ooh, that was rough. And then the other like children, some of the Gracefield children that had died and you know, and were sent off and eaten. Whew, rough. All right, so I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. You know, obviously I'm gonna keep up with the series, but I totally understand why folks are like, you know, about it. All right. But do I still stand the series? Of course. I'm a stand. That's what stands do. Okay. So, thank y'all for coming through to my live reaction / initial thoughts to The Promised Neverland chapter 155. Again, I think like I've sort of said what I'm going to say about how I feel about the series as up to this point. And just like I think the chapter was great because like again, Norman was just like, I don't know what's going on, but I can't deal with this. This is wild. This is like beyond my capabilities, which is really saying something. And I don't know what's gonna happen next. I have some ideas, but I have to think about them, and we'll see. We'll see what happens like next chapter. But I'm pretty sure that like you know this sort of thing with the queen is sort of like her like devoid of the identities of the people that she's eaten. Right. So will that make her more powerful? Will that make her less powerful? Will it remove parts of her personality, that sort of thing? Maybe parts of her personality were stemmed from the people that she'd eaten. So stuff like that I think is very interesting to me. So let's see. We'll see. All right. And yeah. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. All right. Shouts out to Phil. # save Phil, # pray for Phil, # save Sislo because he's going through it right now. And I'm gonna get out of here, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I'm gonna try to keep up with the chapters, all right. So you're gonna see another reaction probably this Sunday. Okay, I'm the Black Manga Critic, and I am